Hello everybody! Goawei here, bringing you yet another episode of Ace Academy. If you're new to this series or new to this channel in general, just go down to the link in the description down below and start with the playlist on episode 1 and work your way back up to the current episode right now, lest you want me to spoil everything with you within the next 3 seconds or so. So with the spoiler tags out of the way and that warning out of the way, we will continue our episode. Last time I believe we were talking to Kaori about fighting our next opponents. I'm sorry guys, I was just thrown into a decision making right away. What did she even say? Let me scroll back up.
We absolutely can't lose to Ona Bogiesha.
Ona Bogiesha. Okay, so that's how you say it. I've been calling them Obi this whole time because I didn't know how to pronounce their names. But Kaori seems to be very fired up right now and she does not want to lose. We won't! What's the big deal anyways? Then get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. A little bit of a Disney reference there for all you viewers out there. I want to say, then get your head in the game. All we have to do is focus and formulate a solid plan like we always do.
Agreed.
So it doesn't matter that it's May's team.
Agreed. May doesn't matter at all.
Ah, she's happy about that. Okay. I stare at her. She seems just as shocked as I am by her outburst. Okay, random outbursts aside, that means no unnecessary aggressive play. When we practice, we treat it like it's the real deal. She didn't read her line. Agreed! I'm glad we got that sorted out. Kaori nods, but can't quite hide her yawn. She covers her mouth and after taking another look at her, I notice bags under her eyes. It looks like she used makeup to cover it up so I wouldn't notice. Kaori wears makeup? Someone stayed up all night. I'm worried about you. Well, to be fair, I am worried about her. I hope she isn't doing anything too crazy, you know? But I feel like this is a funny answer. I actually don't know which one to pick, guys. I don't want to piss her off, but at the same time, I kind of want to see what her reactions are like. But you know what? Let's be a bit genuine, because we've been messing with her recently a lot. I'm worried about you. We've been over this, Kaori. You have to take care of yourself or you'll get sick.
What are you talking about?
The yawn, the bags under your eyes. Kaori shakes her head.
I'm fine.
I cross my arms and look at her sternly. My look doesn't change.
Okay, maybe I spent a little extra time at the daycare this week. And brought some marking work home.
Yo, what did we tell you about this already? If you keep pulling all this crazy nonsense, you're gonna end up getting sick, that you can't work, and then they're gonna have to change the tutors, and then it's gonna be bad for the kids' learning experience, etc., etc. You explained this whole thing to me. Why are you doing all the bad stuff now? And how long did you stay up doing that?
Just until like 2 a.m. It really wasn't that bad.
Okay, and what time do you wake up to get to school? Because last time I checked, we had that early gym class, and you're in here before 6. 2 a.m.?
I don't know why you're making this into such a big deal. Stop worrying about me.
I can't. I'm worried about you because I care about you. I can't stop worrying about you. Kaori blinks. I just realized how that sounded. I mean that as a teammate. That's exactly what I meant. Oh, I love the MC right now. Don't comment. That's exactly what I meant. Kaori waits for me to correct myself, but I don't. She furrows her brow and seems a little confused by how to respond.
If I do, will you stop, annoying me so much about it?
She likes it! Although she doesn't sound like it, she likes it! You can tell by her facial expression and everything. You see that blush right there? That right there is some girl who's flattered. She's starting to sound like herself again. Yes!
Okay, but I'd only be doing it so you'd stop pestering me.
Yeah, sure, you can put it however you want, but I know you like it. I smile. Works for me. Should we get back to training then?
Yes, Of course.
We head back into our gear and load up another simulation match. Kaori is more focused than before and no longer making such rash decisions. Ultimately, we end up getting a solid training session from our duels. Before long, it becomes late and we say our goodbyes before heading home. As I enter the house, I hear soft giggles coming from the living room. A tuft of blonde hair peeks over the couch. Another wave of giggle floats from the couch, but cease abruptly as I step closer. Nikki hangs up the phone and turns around to greet me.
Hi, big bro.
Who was that? I plop down next to her. Who was that guy? I guessed it! Her eyes grow wide.
How did you know it was a guy?
Well, I didn't until you kind of, told me now. Who else could it be? Just stare at her, or you just told me? You just told me. I didn't, but I do now. She pouts.
That's tricky.
No, not really. You kind of answered it for me. So, who was it?
No one.
So you were talking to no one? I find that really hard to believe considering you are on the phone. I'm sure there has to be one end talking and the other end receiving and vice versa. Doesn't sound like no one.
He's just a classmate.
So it is someone. I reach around and grab Nikki's phone while she's distracted.
No, give it back!
Why is she so adorable? I want to give her a head pat. She screams in my ear as she leaps over me, reaching towards her phone. I fend her off and keep the phone away from her grasping hands. As she continues to struggle, I worm my way off of the couch and flip through her call list before she can scramble to her feet. The last dialed number is to a Ken. Ken. What kind of weird Japanese name is Ken? Is it really that weird? I mean, honestly, I find that to be a normal name. Nikki snatches the phone right as I speak, then pummels my chest with her fists. Aw, she's so adorable. She thinks she can hurt me.
Oh my god, you are such a jerk.
And you are absolutely adorable. Is he even a real person? Okay, MC, that was kind of mean.
Of course he is.
But his name is Ken.
You're the worst.
Oh, is she crying? I don't mean to laugh at her crying, her crying. I'm just laughing at the fact that this situation is kind of funny. And she's adorable, her reactions and everything. Okay, that one sounded like it hurt. She hits me hard one last time before turning on her heels and storming upstairs. When she's halfway to the top, she pauses.
And by the way, Ken means strong in Japanese.
Does it really? I mean, that would make kind of sense. Well, that would kind of make... I'm slurring on my words, guys. That would kind of make sense because if you guys ever watched that, what was it called? That anime, The Strongest Disciple Kenichi? I guess that kind of fits the motif if Ken really means strong. The strongest disciple, strong Ichi. I like that. Nikki stomps into her room and slams the door. Oh yeah. Oops. Still, Ken. I hear laughter. Is that me? Did I just laugh out loud? Kaito is leaning against the doorway behind me, a broad smile on his face. I jump when I see him. First Akira and now Kaito. How is everyone always sneaking up on me?
That's good. Ken is a funny name. It's like... Yen!
Can you guys hear the crickets in the background? Because that's exactly how I feel right now. Kaito, I don't get the joke. Cricket, 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 cricket. He continues laughing at his joke, then gradually calms down.
Why does your face look like that?
I'm lost for words. I'm just gonna let the cricket speak for me at this point. Like what? I always look like this.
No, like this.
He mimics a look of cringing and disbelief. I don't... What? I should go do my homework.
Good idea. Get smart.
And walk away slowly. Back away. Do not alert him. I slowly head towards the stairs, still unsure about what just happened. As I walk up the stairs, I can still hear faint chuckles from Kaito and the echoes of Kenyen. Kenyen! Kenyen. Since I was already in my room, I caught up on studying until it was time for sleep. I wake up energized and throw off the blankets. Today is our match against... Okay, you know what? I completely forgot how to pronounce it again, so I'm just going to go with OB. OB! And I'm looking forward to it. I run through my morning routine thinking up strategies in my head, then try to refocus as I finish my breakfast. I still have a class to attend before my match. I grab my bag and hop on my bike. There is an unexpectedly heavy amount of traffic this morning, and I rush into the class right on time. That was a little too close for comfort. As I settle into my seat, the professor clears his throat, beginning the lesson.
Good morning, class. For today's lesson, we will discuss the differences between energy and kinetic weapons.
Sounds interesting!
Let's first review the two defensive mechanisms of a gear, the shield and hull.
Oh, he was supposed to read that line, but I guess he didn't. The hull is the physical gear.
The shield is a virtually invisible barrier generated by using the core's energy. The strength of the shield varies greatly depending on the core, shield generator, and power allocation settings. Energy and kinetic weapons are meant to target opposite defenses. Energy-based arsenals are effective against shields as they quickly drain shield energy, but because of that, they are weak at penetrating the hull. Alternatively, kinetic weaponry is designed to puncture the armor, but they are weak against shields as the kinetic energy gets dispersed over a large surface area, the entire shield.
Interesting.
For the purpose of war games and recreational use, only energy weapons are permitted. A gear is considered destroyed when it is depowered. Of course, outside of recreational combat, this rule does not apply.
You know, I don't really understand that. I mean, like, if they say that only energy weapons are permitted, and I'm using that gigantic hunk of a slab of a sword, and I smash down on something, isn't that not considered an energy weapon? It's considered a physical weapon, right? Kinetic? A student raises his hand.
What about hybrid weapons?
Ah, yes. Hybrid weapons are able to equally damage both the shield and hull. However, their damage strength is not as effective as a singular purpose weapon.
The student nods in acknowledgement.
Please turn to page 233 and let's take a look at the different types of energy weapons.
I flip to the page the professor mentioned and continue listening to the lesson.
That's all for today. Please make sure you have all completed your WebLink assignments for next class.
I pack my things and head to the hangar to meet up with my team. Our match is scheduled earlier than usual and we need to rethink our strategy. The plans we discussed had all revolved around our match against Strike X, but now that they're disqualified, we have to come up with a new one against our new opponents. I enter the hangar and look for Aura. When I arrive, everyone is already there. Show waves.
Broseth?
Hey, Broseph, how you doing? Give me a Broseph fist. I don't know, guys. Give me a bro fist bump, whatever. Hey!
Hi.
Carrie greets me with a nod. Oh, come on, you could at least say hi. You look at least like you're in a good mood.
Good. We're all here. Let's head to the pre-combat room and start planning out strategies.
Hey.
We collectively turn at the sound of May's voice. She waves and beams at us as she runs closer.
What are you doing here, May?
She's just being friendly. Come on, let her be. Carrie sounds less than amused.
I wanted to wish you all good luck. I'm so excited for our match.
I am too.
Me too.
Mayu smiles and nods. Let's give it our best. Who needs luck when you're this guy? I'm gonna sound like such a jerk for saying this. But before I make my choice, or stay quiet, we are hitting that 15-minute mark, so next time when we come back, we will see how we answer to May. So, without further ado, thank you for joining me. If you like the content I provided today, please hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with the most recent content possible, anything that I upload, as I do upload every single day, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And last but not least, leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions, feedbacks, or even games that you might want me to play in the future. It could be a visual novel, it could be an RPG, it could even be a horror game. I don't really mind. I'm pretty open when it comes to games, and chances are I'll be pretty bad at them anyways, so it's not a big deal. I'll learn, and I'll play with you guys. So, without further ado, I will save, and thank you all for joining me. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!